I finally got this thing to work a little better. So that's good. I got all my stuff done. All of it. The only thing I need to do now is eat. I almost feel like I should be addressing every little thing that I need to do, actually. Or like little tiny things I can do for myself to improve. Like one thing I want to do for myself is paint my nails. I have an awesome color on my wish list that I would love to paint my nails. It's a very powerful color. I need to eliminate stress. So more Sphere gift cards. That helps. But there's other things I need to do in order to do that as well. I keep hearing the living situation in my head. Total inner conflict between ego and inner self. To go or not to go, to go, not to go. And that alone is stressing me out. Like, I don't really have to go. There's no sense of urgency. In some aspects, I'm kind of just being spoiled and I just want an entire house to myself. But I also am excessively interested in purchasing a property and having a permanent location, settling down. And I certainly can't do that if, you know, I jump. I'm trying to do the math here. Just about 3 times what I'm paying now. And there's no obligation to doing that. And I've said this before, but I'm highly considering moving to Bali. Bali. The energy there is so good. It's so pure. Hawaii is somewhere else I'd really like to go. Like, badly. That's where the Earth's heart chakra is. That's on the list. That should be on the list to go this year. This year, Salem, Halloween. I did Hallowicked last year. So this year, Salem, Halloween. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses. So I'd like to make that happen. That's another thing, like, if I move, there's a lot more stresses on, like, taking trips and stuff. So I'm gonna kind of just, like, milk this year for as long as I possibly can. I also kind of need to put the intention out there. You know, there's opportunities where people will literally pay you to stay at their houses and take care of their animals, pay you to travel with them. I would totally be a pet nanny and travel with you. Play with my business cards. I feel like what's most frustrating is that I know I have so much to offer and on so many different levels. I'm a very artistic, creative, hardworking, dedicated individual. And perhaps it's selfish and bratty to say so, but I feel like I'm worth so much more than what I'm working for right now. And it started off where I felt like I was helping her at this establishment before she opens up the other one. But there's just such, like, low level energy of people there. And you try to talk to them and you can't talk any sense into them. Hey, look at this. That's really cool. It's beautiful. How magical. I see it better here. I wonder if I go like this. can't make up my mind. I feel like that's the biggest part. And my Reiki master called me out today, talking to our cells. C-E-L-L, right? C-E-L-L. But then he talked about self-talk. It's almost like the same thing. There's a lot of metaphysical stuff in there. And he also called out the metaphysical properties of the throat and the mind. I have a lot of pressure on my mind. I have a lot of clearing I need to do, but again, I'm stretching myself super thin, and I know I am. My intuition is screaming that. I'm also kind of frustrated because I want my hair tied, but I have this right now. Even though my hair has a mind of its own, it's so wavy. I need a long hot bath. You know something I could do? I have a gift card to the float spa in Orlando. I could drive there. My first time I floated, oh my god, I was so anxious. It took me like an hour to finally get into it, and before I knew it, my session was over. I think it was like 90 minutes. I feel like this time I could really relax. And then I'm thinking I might be able to talk to her, and maybe I can convince her, maybe I can pay her on the side, or maybe she'll just hook me up and I can float in the float spa. Doubtful though. Doubtful. That's another thing. This place is like, I want to say like it's obsessed, it's swollen, it is flowing with negativity in so many different aspects. Like nobody that is there really wants to be there, it seems like. Therefore, like the establishment, like people are basically over giving away product, employees are consuming product, so therefore the food expenses are just through the roof, and that supposedly that's why they can't sell their establishment. Which totally makes sense actually, but I feel like it also has to do with the level of employees. I think that there's like 2 employees that really like take pride in what they do, almost to the point where it's like better than the owners. Like they are really like that passionate. There's definitely like a lot of learning experiences that are going on at this establishment. I met a healer there who has exceptionally strong powers. Sometimes I want to say he has autism, like he's so high functioning and intelligent, but also like he's definitely somewhere on the spectrum. And then something else I meant to tell him is how men transmit energy, like they put out, and then women absorb and clean up, and supposedly that's also why we menstruate, is because we're cleaning up, which is also great symbolism what's been with my medical condition lately. Kill me. Just kill me already, right? I'm such like a self-sadist, masochist, sadist, I don't know. I'm so out of it. I'm tired, but like I'm not tired, I'm like wide awake. I have so much to do, but I know there's like other things I need to do too. I'm considering the oxygen bar here at Sphere. It's like $1 a minute. I could totally do that. I feel like I shouldn't even be at the establishment because like I'm sick. Like why would you have me work with food and drinks if I'm fucking sick? You see me. I'm pale. I'm like coughing. My throat hurts so bad. Ego keeps saying, just kill me. Kill the fucking ego, is what I say. I need to like cut all these negative cords I'm gonna go attempt to eat something and maybe read a little bit. I need some holistic cures for illnesses. I don't know. I want to tell you, like, look up my symptoms and then look up essential oils. I have eucalyptus with me today and thyme. I believe I need thieves though, so I need to add that to my wish list. And some douchebag purchased some item off my wish list and then returned it. That's something that submissives do all the time, by the way. Submissives, right? People try to, like, buy stuff off your wish list, and then they'll get your attention, and, like, I guess they will play with themselves or whatever they're into, right? And then once they get off, or, like, even if it's, like, in the mind,